from Noah, it went to Shem. From Shem to Arphaxad, man. So it says, the children of Shem, Elam, Ashur, Arphaxad, and Lud, and Aram. So it goes to, and the children of Aram, Uz, and Hul, and Gether, and Mash. And Arphaxad begat Salah, and Salah begat Eber. And unto Eber were born 2 sons. The name of the one was Peleg, for in his days was the earth divided. And his brother's name was Joktan. And Joktan begat Almodad, and Shilep, and Hazar, Maveth, and Jirah, and Hadoram, and Uzal, and Diklah, and Obal, and Bimael, and Sheba, and Ophba, and Havilah, and Jobab. All these were the sons of Joktan, and their dwelling was from Mishah, as thou goest unto Separ, a mount of the east. These are the sons of Shem, after their families, after their tongues, in the lands, after their nations. Alright? These are the families of the sons of Noah, after their generations, in their nations. And by these were the nations divided in the earth after the flood. So the nations were divided, man. That's how the Most High wanted it. The Most High don't want it where we all be the same people, same nation. The scriptures say the nations were divided, man. That's why you have a thing called, you know what I'm saying? Nations enslave other nations of people. Because that's how it is, man. That's why there's a thing called slavery inside the Bible. Our people were constantly being enslaved by the other nations of people. Because that's how the Most High wanted it. So it says, Genesis 11, verse 11. Verse 10, these are the generations of Shem. Shem was 100 years old and begat Arphaxad 2 years after the flood. And it obviously goes down, and you read all of it, you know, when you read down, it goes through the line that came from Shem. Then there was Arphaxad, and then it was Salah, and then Eber, and then Peleg, and then Reu, and then Sirach, and then Nahor. Alright? Then this goes down. And then it goes verse 25. And Nahor lived after he begat Terah 119 years, and begat sons and daughters. And Terah lived 70 years and begat Abram, Nahor, and Haran. So this is how Abraham came, from that special line. Abraham came from that special line that came from Shem. And then to Arphaxad and on down the line. To Nahor. Then Nahor had 3 sons. Abraham was one of them. But at that time he was called Abram. Alright? Then Abraham's first son was who? Ishmael. And then he had Isaac. And then Isaac had Jacob. The book of Genesis, chapter 35, verse 10. In fact, excuse me. Genesis 35 and 10. And the Most High said unto him, Thy name is Jacob, Thy name shall not be called Jacob, shall not be called any more Jacob, but Israel shall be thy name. And he called his name Israel. So Yaakov, the word Yaakov, is the Hebrew way of saying Jacob. The word Yaakov means supplanter. Alright? That's what our people are known for doing, man. You know? They'll supplant you, man. You know what I'm saying? They're crafty like that. And really and truly, that's like an omen. The elders always go into that, man. Like if my name is called Mighty, man, that shows I'm gonna do what? Mighty things in my lifetime. Yaakov means supplanter, because what did he do? He supplanted his elder brother, Esau, or Ishur. Alright? Because that's what he did. Now, Yaakov, supplanter, he became known as Yashar Allah. Yashar Allah is the Hebrew way of saying Israel. Okay? And Yashar Allah means he is a prince of God, man. When you break the word down, he's a prince of the Most High, or a son of the Most High. Alright? Yashar Allah. Okay? So his name was changed to Israel. And so his children, his sons, became known as what? The Israelites. Israelites. So now we know where the whole national identity, the ancient national identity of Israelites came from. It came from our father, an individual black man of woody hair called Israel, or Jacob, man. But Israel shall be thy name. And he called his name Israel. And the Most High, God said unto him, I am the Most High Almighty. Be fruitful and multiply. A nation and a company of nations shall be of thee. That's talking about the different tribes. 12 sons that Jacob had. And them 12 sons, their children became so great, they became 12 separate tribes or nations. That's how large those tribes became. Because our people like to have sex, man. You know? They like to have sex. That's what that's one thing on Jake's mind, man. Food and sex, man. You always hear it in their lyrics, man. You know? Sex, drugs, and all of that shit. But that's one thing our people are known for, man. Sex, man. You know, basically having intercourse, producing seed, children, man.